Then let's look at attitude. Start your morning with positive affirmation. Find what works for you. For me, there is one thing. I don't have a positive affirmation, but I have my alarm clock uses a song, I Love My Life by Robbie Williams. And I put this, I think, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. All my alarms, they ring with that song. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I hear is, I love my life. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I love my life. How do you think I'm going to feel? So choose what works for you, okay? So morning affirmation or something that helps you start into the right mindset. And so, for example, one thing you could say to yourself, today I will focus on what I can control and approach challenges with a positive attitude. Then maybe midday, you take a moment to reflect on your attitude. You do a check-in and see, okay, how do I feel today? Like, what's my to-do list? How do I do on things? Am I behind? Am I on spot? When someone asks me, and when my wife gets home, or when I pick up her in the afternoon, she asks me, how was your day? Like, based on what I'm gonna evaluate my day. Many times it's about based on my attitude and how do I feel about my things that I've done or not. So then what can I do is to, instead of feeling overwhelmed by this tight deadline or not doing things that I plan to do, I will focus on the step I can take to meet it successfully, right? So again, it's very easy for us to slip into the bad attitude. So morning affirmation, or start your day in such a way that you are positive in the morning and then check in during the day. All right, so let's look at leadership. Leadership, it's about developing and inspiring other people, developing yourself, right? Identify one aspect of your leadership skills you want to develop today, right? So when we say about equipping, equipping and leadership could be actually one and the same. And you could say, well, now I want to equip myself in the area of my leadership. So equipping doesn't necessarily have to do with leadership. We want you to understand that leadership, it's so important and touches so many areas of your life that you want to dedicate separate activity for leadership, okay? So choose a leadership resource, choose a leadership book, choose something that helps you develop your leadership, and set a time. For example, I will read a chapter of a leadership book during my lunch day to gain new insights. That was something I've done for so long when I was in the corporate world, and we had a 42 minutes lunch break. I didn't need 42 minutes to have my lunch. I would maybe eat in 20 minutes, and I will listen to a podcast, read something, do something in another 22 minutes. So I used that small breaks to actually develop myself, and it had a compounded effect over time. So choose one area of your leadership you want to improve today, set a time for it, maybe use your lunch break, or put a time on your agenda, maybe 10, 15 minutes, how much you can, and focus on that. And then identify again one person on your team that you want to help them develop in their leadership, right? And you could be just spending some time with them and mentoring them in one area. Maybe delegate to them a challenging task and then help them achieve that task, or give them some feedback. And your action could look like, I will mentor Sarah today by discussing how she can lead the upcoming team meeting. So if you just do these things, which are not complicated, which shouldn't take a lot of time of your day, if you do this and if you do them consistently, I guarantee you, you're gonna get some fantastic results. You're gonna improve your leadership, you're gonna improve your results in every single area of your life and business.